In 1994, EA got housed by Sega Sports in terms of baseball video games, and that's a position that EA was not used to being in. It was dominant in football. John Madden Football was easily outselling Sega's Joe Montana / NFL series. The NHL Hockey series from EA was outselling NHL All-Star Hockey from Sega, and of course, NBA Live was doing just fine against NBA Action. But baseball was a struggle. World Series baseball was the imagining of America's pastime that you really couldn't beat on the Genesis. With sports talk commentary, excellent graphics, awesome stat tracking, accessible gameplay, and more, that was the game to beat, and EA just could not find a way to do it. MLBPA Baseball, which was its first attempt at baseball, was a middling effort, and its Tony La Russa baseball series, which spanned 2 seasons, was a improvement, but certainly wasn't enough of an improvement to catch Sega. Enter Triple Play 96, which just like NBA Live 95 was a kickstart for the sport. While it didn't have the MLB license, it did have the MLBPA license, and it is feature-packed. There is a bunch of stuff on this cartridge, and that's impressive for something that came so late in the console generation. If you look at the options and detail, it's really impressive. A 24 meg cart with 2,500 frames of player animation for a 16-bit game, that's pretty impressive. Batteries for tracking 25 different stats, hot and cold streaks, injuries, mid-season all-star game, on-the-fly manager option, aggressive and conservative plays, 12 pitches per pitcher, multiple batting stances, pitcher deliveries. There is a lot here. This is a great package, but unfortunately, it just was not enough to catch Sega in World Series Baseball, which ran all the way through the 1998 sports year. But what's important about this game here is while they didn't beat Sega at their own game, it did lay the groundwork for what we would see in the coming console generation, the PlayStation generation. Because we would see Triple Play 97, this guy right here. This is the jewel case variant. I'm hoping to get the long box variant at some point. I just haven't found a good one, or at least a good condition one, to add to my library. GamePro called this the best baseball game to date. I don't know that I necessarily agree, but Jim Houston's commentary is very good. The full motion video intro is awesome. The visuals are fairly impressive for 1996. The gameplay is adequate, and it finally has the MLBPA license and the MLB license at the same time, so it is the full package. This is the vision I think that EA had when they were making the game for the Genesis. They just couldn't put all the pieces together, and of course, the Genesis was sunsetting, and the PlayStation and the Saturn were getting ready to rise. And that was the beginning of the Triple Play run on the PlayStation. 1998, we saw a move to 3D graphics for the first time. This is a game, I think, unlike NHL 98 and NBA Live 98, that was more like a incremental move rather than a big step forward, but nonetheless, I think the visuals get the job done here. Then we have Triple Play 99 with A-Rod on the cover, this guy right here. The 1999 sports year, in my opinion, was not a great one for EA Sports overall. Hockey struggled, NBA Live 99 struggled, Triple Play 99 was kind of iffy, NASCAR 99 was kind of iffy. It was a year that I think they were trying to get their feet under them, even Madden 99 and NCAA Football 99, because they were transitioning from 2D graphics to 3D graphics. It was a little bit of a transition period, I think, for EA Sports in that particular year. Triple Play 2000 is a marked improvement, I think, in terms of speed, in terms of the way the game looks, in terms of lighting, in terms of gameplay. They add something here called the head-to-head home run challenge, which I think is a lot of fun to play and is something I still dip into time and again when I have a few extra minutes and I'm in a baseball mood. I have a lot more fun with that than I do playing a full 9-inning game with this particular title. Triple Play 2001, another incremental improvement, I think. I do think that the visuals are getting better. I think that EA is getting a better handle on 3D visuals by this point, but also by this point in 2000, we're starting to see the PlayStation sunset as the PlayStation 2 is on the horizon. Still, the game is fun to play. We do have things like the Big League Challenge where you have the extreme target contest, where you can actually see it. You have to hit certain targets when you're in the home run derby, which again, I have a lot of fun with when I am playing. There was one more triple play baseball game for the PlayStation before EA would take the series and move it completely to the PlayStation 2, and that is this guy right here, just called Triple Play Baseball, released in 2001. Step out of the stands and up to the plate, fully updated for the 2001 baseball season with new rosters, statistics, and schedules. Has PNC Park for the first time. It has Miller Park in Milwaukee for the first time. It has rewards, so it has its own internal achievement system, so that as you make plays and do certain things within a game, you can earn extra players or other power-ups, and we would see this in other games like Madden and NHL in later seasons. So a lot of stuff here to look at, and we're going to go ahead and try and get this open and take a look at the manual. From here, EA would go to the PlayStation 2, and Triple Play Baseball would not last for long. It would only last for 2 more seasons before giving way to MVP Baseball for the 2003 sports year. There we go. As always, I'll show you that we do have the ID tag up there, Triple Play Baseball, that we're going to go ahead and take off, and then we'll go ahead and take a look and see what's on the inside. I'm willing to bet that the manual is not going to be in color. I think it's going to be in black and white. It's probably going to be a pretty thin manual considering that this is so late in the PlayStation's lifespan, but you never know. I haven't looked at what's on the inside of this package in quite some time. When I do open this up, oh, cool. We do have an ad for NBA Live 2001, a game that I was hoping to get for the show and open up, as it's also I believe getting ready for its 20th anniversary, or actually a little bit past that. But we'll take that out. And the manual itself is in black and white. It is fairly meaty for the time period. We're looking at about 20 pages or so. So you can see it's kind of lightly printed, so you can't see a lot there. Let's see if it mentions anything in specific. There's certainly a lot of different buttons to press, so while you can certainly pick up the play controls after a short amount of time, it is a good idea to kind of look these over a little bit before you start to play. So we have single game, season, playoffs, the Big League Challenge, which again, my favorite thing, then team management, so I believe you can create your own players, things like that. Buck Martinez and Jim Houston are on the call here. Jim Houston is the play-by-play guy who you also would recognize from the NHL hockey series. Buck Martinez wound up going back to coaching after spending some time in the booth for this game. I want to see if they talk a little bit. Big League Challenge. Show off your home run skills in 3 different modes where only balls that go over the fence count, and anything that falls short is an out. In all 3 modes, each batter continues to bat until he has 3 outs. After the game ends, the Big League Challenge results screen appears. So you can do tournament, you can do one-on-one, or my favorite is extreme, where you hit targets or different things, different objects, and that is a lot of fun to play. It takes place, some of them in ballparks. One of them takes place in like a kid's living room, so you can hit plates or the pet or even launch the ball into the fireplace. That is a lot of fun to play. Season mode is also here, which of course it is. Playoffs mode if you want to go right to the playoffs. Team management, you can create players, do trades, signing free agents, all of that good stuff, change your pitching rotation, and more. I'm wondering, how much space does this take? This takes up to 7 blocks, it says. It would not surprise me. It required a little bit more than that, depending on how whether you're playing a full season or just kind of messing around with the rosters. So don't let yourself fall into that trap. Have an entire memory card ready if you're going to play any of the Major League, the Triple Play Baseball games, I should say, for the PlayStation. And again, after Triple Play Baseball for the PlayStation, that was it for baseball. We would see more baseball games from Sony. We would see MLB 2002, 2003, 2004, and 2005. So Sony would keep going back to the well with the original PlayStation, but EA would not, at least with baseball. While we would still continue to see Madden games and we would still continue to see a couple of more NBA Live games, we would not see any more baseball, which is too bad. So that's a look at Triple Play. I might actually try and get myself a game of Extreme Big League Challenge in before I hit the showers and hit the bed. In the meantime, I thank you for watching this episode of Unsealed. I really appreciate it. And until the next time, my friends, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll do it again really, really soon.